Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Some few days ago, Gov.Wike of Rivers State, during the child dedication of Uche, the father-in-law of Rochas Okorocha, clearly display some element of fear when he will be leaving office. In other words, he spoke about it, that he knows that his antagonists will be running after him, political heavyweights will be running after him when he leaves office, just the way that Rochas Okorocha is being treated by Uzodinma, and said that he has already prepared for it, and that's why he has started it up with leaving the government house, that he is preparing himself for the political stress that will be coming after he leaves office. And there were a lot of reactions. Don't forget that he had done one or two things which most people believe is totally wrong. For example, the issue of the River State, one of the local government, where he sent some soldier to quell crisis there, Obibo local government area. It's still staying in the hearts of the Ndibos. And there had been a lot of reaction, as I did say before now. But guess what? A group has come out to tell him, Oga, do not be afraid. We are with you. And they also list some of the things that should not allow fear to enter into his mind, which is possibly the selling point of his administration. But we're going to look at that and also some of the reactions of Nigerians in respect to this. But before we do all of that, if you're not subscribed, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. All right, let's look at the news in detail. A Niger Delta group under the auspices of Movement for Survival of Izon ethnic nationalities in Niger Delta has advised the Rivers State Governor Chief Barrister Gov.Wike to resist the temptation of imposing his successor on Rivers people, saying Rivers people should make their choice through the ballot. Mosian also enjoined Gov.Wike not to entertain any fears against imaginary or presumptuous political forces to victimize him after he leaves office on May 29, 2023. The group insists that the state governor has nothing to worry so long as he remains upright, prudent, transparent, and unbiased in his stewardship of the oil-rich state. This was contained in a statement issued on Friday through the National Secretary of Mosian, Amin Winston Cottrell. The group said Governor Wike's courage and boldness in speaking the truth on crucial national development should not be a reason for his critics and detractors to hatch an evil plot against him when he eventually leaves office. The Mosian national scribe encouraged the governor to remain resolute and firm in the laudable political ideologies he subscribed to, stressing that no ill intention against him shall prevail. According to him, he said, honestly, it is not possible for anyone to occupy that exalted office for 8 years without having a cause or two to settle with one person or a group of persons. These things are normal in leadership, particularly in our peculiar political environment. It's even more prevalent in a heterogeneous state such as Rivers with diverse ethno-political and economic interests. Mr. Winston further drew the attention of the governor to some of the concern put forward by people of the state after his remarks on the travels of Senator Rochas Okorocha, who is believed to be going through perceived political persecution by suspected political enemies. According to them, he said, Gov.Wike surprised us by that singular statement. I mean, we were all witnesses to Okorocha's desperate bid to impose his son-in-law against the popular wishes of the people, which pitched him against the people of Imo State ahead of the 2019 Imo elections. This habitual habit of anointing a successor at all costs was one of the undermining factors that worked against Okorocha, who still remained bitter that his intentions to make governance in Imo State a family affair did not come to fruition. So we are not surprised about his current travel, which we believe is self-induced. Going forward, Gov.Wike still have 2 years ahead to do what is right apart from infrastructural development with particular reference to road construction, which is commendable and a major selling point of his administration, other areas have suffered a huge setback and need his prompt and timely intervention. For instance, the governor needs to also give priority attention to critical areas of development such as empowerment, unemployment, insecurity, healthcare delivery, and social security. Mosian reminded the governor of the transient nature of political power, noting that one administration will be remembered and appraised by how he is able to fulfill campaign promises based on the amount of resources accrued to the state under the administration and how well those resources were deployed in the interest and development of the state. Cottrell also lamented what he calls the subtle strangulation of hitherto functional agencies and programs in Rivers State such as RSSDA, TIMARIV, Land and Waterway Security Surveillance, and Amnesty Program for repentant cultists. He said scrapping these agencies and programs which provided job opportunities for Rivers' son and daughter without creating an alternative has created a hardship and socio-economic setback even for his teeming supporters. The Mosian National Secretary said the greatest mistake Gov.Wike would make as governor of Rivers State is to go the way of Rochas Okorocha by attempting to impose a candidate on Rivers people in the next governorship election. He advised Gov.Wike to factor in the principle of fairness and equity in the politics of 2023, saying the top political job in Rivers State should not elude the riverine or Ogoni area of the state. He commended plans by the governor to move from the government house and operate from his personal residence, noting that such a move has the potential of reducing the cost of governance. He commended the decision of the governor for not getting used to the government house by planning his exit strategy of gradually relocating to his beautiful and magnificent abode. At least it will cut costs of running the government house when he is there, and such monies will be applied to other economic yielding venture for the state. Above all, the governor should evaluate his relationship with the youth, as they are unhappy about the way he abandoned them immediately after winning the 2019 re-election bid. Unlike Okorocha, Wike has the opportunity to go back to his normal self of empathizing and caring for the downtrodden river people who stood by him and supported him all through 2019. He urged Gov.Wike not to be preoccupied by who will be ganging up against him after he leaves office. Rather, he should strive to put in his best to improve his performance outside of infrastructure and carry everyone along by giving true leadership, which he is known for. Gov.Wike should avoid listening to sycophants and press singers, as they will run away the moment he leaves office, just as Rochas Okorocha cannot find any of such people around him today. Wow, that was a good write-up for me. It's a kind of an encouragement to Gov.Wike not to be perturbed with what is ongoing. And, you know, it's very normal in every sitting that you have to hurt some persons, especially when you go against them, you know. Even if you are a very good governor and you have to fight insurgency and fight insecurity, the people that will stand against you will be bandits, you know. And as much as you are doing the right thing, allow your heart to be at rest. Just that there's some decision which he made, which Nigerians were not very comfortable with it. And thank God he still have some years to retrace back his step, possibly see how he can amend, you know, the relationship once again and see how some of the wrongs can be corrected. I'd like to leave it there. Just go to our comment section with this long read with what you've heard. Mosian telling Gov.Wike, that's the most thing I'm talking about here, is movement for the survival of Izon English nationality in Niger Delta. You've heard what they had to tell Wike. What's your own position? Let's